Solo travel often conjures images of isolation, but the reality is far richer. Studies show 78% of solo travelers form lasting connections on the road. This video follows two women, Kay, a deaf Canadian, and N, an American, overcoming personal struggles, to reveal how independence and community coexist. Their journeys prove that being alone doesn't mean being lonely. Kay almost canceled her trip to Peru, terrified no one would talk to her. N admits she cried while packing, convinced she'd eat every meal alone. These fears are universal, but surmountable. Research reveals 92% of first-time solo travelers report pre-trip anxiety about loneliness, yet 89% later describe their social experiences as unexpectedly vibrant. Kay's turning point came at a Cusco Hostels family dinner. Shared meals break barriers, she says. Hostels with communal kitchens, event boards, and lounge spaces see 3x more traveler interactions. Pro tip: look for keywords like social atmosphere in reviews. These hostels intentionally design connection opportunities, from book swaps to weekly pub crawls. N bonded with her now best friend during a Barcelona cooking class disaster. Burnt paella became our inside joke, she laughs. Free walking tours, beach cleanups, and hiking groups create natural camaraderie. No awkward small talk needed. Data shows group activities spark 65% deeper conversations than bar encounters, as shared experiences forge instant trust. When Kay felt overwhelmed by hostile crowds, she turned to Meetup's language exchange events. Apps like Couchsurfing Hangouts and Tourlena for Women facilitate 22 million traveler meetups annually. Key strategy: RSVP to events tagged solo friendly. These attract others equally eager to connect, with built-in conversation starters about travel stories. N's golden rule: always share your plans with hostel staff. She formed an all-female hiking group in Peru through WhatsApp. Safety came from shared itineraries and check-ins. While 61% of solo travelers worry about stranger danger, intentional pods, like splitting taxi costs, reduce risks while deepening bonds through mutual reliance. Kay's most meaningful connection? A Lima grandmother who taught her sign language over empanadas. Platforms like Workaway and Homestays facilitate cultural exchanges, teaching English for meals, learning folk dances, or helping harvest olives. These interactions account for 38% of travelers' most cherished memories, proving locals often become lifelong friends. N still Zoom calls her Thai train buddies monthly despite only knowing them for 72 hours. Psychology confirms brief, intense friendships can feel profoundly meaningful. The key? Be present. We knew we'd split ways in Chiang Mai, N recalls, so we poured everything into those 3 days. No small talk, just real stories. Kay returned home with 37 new contacts in her journal and newfound courage to start a travel blog. N credits solo travel with healing her social anxiety. Neuroscientists confirm that navigating unfamiliar social environments rewires the brain for resilience, proving that every hello, where are you from, builds lifelong confidence. Solo travel isn't about going alone. It's about choosing your companions freely, whether through hostel game nights, a Barcelona cooking disaster, or a shared umbrella in Lima. Your people are waiting. As Kay says, book the bed by the window. Say yes to the invite. The magic happens when you leave room for others. Your adventure begins now.